Did you know that webinars are one of the most effective ways to build your list and attract your ideal customer or teammate to you? Hi there, I'm Julie from juliemelcooper.com. This video is a tutorial. I'm going to show you how you can create an opt-in page or a funnel page to invite people to come and watch your webinar. A lot of people have this idea that doing webinar is really complicated, and I'll show you it isn't. So enjoy this video and I look forward to see your first webinar. How can you create a webinar registration page using MLSP Funnelizer? And in today's video, I want to show you how you can easily create that registration page. So the aim of this page is to capture your leads details. So people who are going to be interested in your webinar, by going through this page, their details are going to be populating in your list and also in your customer relation manager. So you have people's details and you can follow up with them at a later date or keep the relationship going through your email marketing. So it is pretty easy to do using MLSP Funnelizer, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So first of all, we are going to go to MLSP Funnelizer. So it's under my website, MLSP Funnelizers. If this is the first time you use Funnelizer, I highly recommend you watch this video. We're just going to move on now and launch MLSP Funnelizer. Okay, so you can see I already have a few funnels going. This, for example, is the one that's on my website, the homepage on my website. It also tells you how many people went on the page, how many people put their details through, gives you the conversion rate. So we're going to create a new funnel. I'm going to press this button. We're going to give the funnel a name. So this is going to be our Winner Circle webinar. So I'm going to call that Winner Circle webinar. The slug page is going to be the actual URL people see. So I'm just going to give the same name. And we're going to create a new funnel. You've got the option of duplicating an existing funnel. So then you are going to be able to choose from templates. So your funnel can have several pages. For this webinar, I'm actually going to use Zoom. So I will create a second page within Funnelizer to give people the details of the webinar. And I will also, and then once they're on your list, you will have to email them to remind them of the webinar. The first page is going to be the page when people enter their name and email address to register. So I'm going to call this page registration and the slug, so it's going to be registration as well. Then we're going to pick our template. There's lots of different templates within Funnelizer. You can just choose. So you got opt-in pages, thank you page, sales page, webinar registration, and miscellaneous. So I'm going to pick one of those two. They've done it for us, so why not? I like the look of this one. So let's just go select it and save and edit the page. So before I go on actually editing the page, I want to take you through the first setting. So I guess you will probably have done the training about Funnelizer before we get to that stage, but I'm going to take you through this really quickly. There's a few settings you need to do. The first, you'll have to set up your domain. There is domain setup instruction here, so you'll have to just follow those instructions. It's really easy and it's very well explained. Then integration. This is what's going to allow your the information people put in your capture page to be populated into your autoresponder and your CRM. So same again, there is a training for this, so I'm not going to go through this into too much details, but bear in mind that before you create your funnel, you need to go through that training and do your integration. Same thing, it's not complicated, you just need to follow the instruction, it's really well explained. Then the other thing I want to show you is media. So any images, videos that you want to use in your funnel, you need to upload them to your media first. So you can see I've got some images there. So I've got some old video here. I'm going to add a new video. So let's call that funnel training. And you're just going to go, so you would have uploaded your video onto YouTube first. And for example, I'm going to get one of my latest video. Let's just do that because that's what's just going to pick the link up. Hi there, Julie here. And I'm going to paste that link here. Save video. This is as simple as that. And now this video is going to be available for me to use when I customize my funnel. So back to my funnel. The one I've created is now in draft because I haven't published it yet. I'm just going to edit this. So you sometimes need to refresh the page. So it can take a little bit of time. Just refresh the page if it takes too long by clicking that little arrow there. So you can custom every single part of this page. So if you select any page, you can here you've got the page of content, and you can choose to show or hide any part of it. So for example, you see logo options. I can just show them, hide them. If you want to keep part of this section, simply click the arrow there and just go and hide part or all of it. Okay, so let's see. I am gonna hide that logo image, but I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna call this Winner Circle because this is the name of our team, and this is a webinar I want to do for the team. And presents, for example, and then let's just keep that for the moment. NLSP platform presentation. I'm sure we can come up with something better, but that's for the sake of the presentation. You can, so if you select an area of the page, then on the right you can customize this area. So for example, I can change the color of the background. So here let's choose Radiant and just have a blue. Do you like that? I'm not use one of the black. It's a bit washy. Okay, let's just do solid color. So you can see you can do gradient color or solid color. Just pick your color. I will probably go and pick my branding color, but we'll do that for the moment. So then so you just can change the date here. Let's say we're going to do that September 30th. 11 a.m. AEST. I choose this time because that's 9 p.m. in the US the day before, which is a good time. Try to reach as many people as possible. And so here you would have set up your integration as I showed you earlier. So you would pick up your integration. So for example, I want when people put their details in, I want the information to go to my home business training list here. I will add that, and I would also want people to go to my lead system pro and MLSP lead. I'm actually going to create a new one called MLSP webinar, so I know I can track where people come from. And then that's it. So I've integrated, so that means now every time someone put their details into this page, everything is going to be forwarded to these two places. Then that form, I should be able to change the form details. Here you go, form details, edit form fields. So I want to add another field, which is the name. So you can add name and phone number. So I want to add name, email address, and I'm going to add phone number. I'm not scared. People just, if they don't want to give your the phone number, they will just not give it to you. So name, email, and phone number. So I just close this, and you can see now I've got this on my page. Register now, and then what you can do here as well, if you select header, you can change the background image as well. So once again, you will need to add this in your media, like I show you for the video. So I'm going to use my image, for example, just to give you an idea of what we change. Just to show you, it doesn't look pretty, but it's just to show you that you can change the image. I probably will change that, but to give you an idea. If I go down that page, then I have registration closing in. So basically with the date that you put in, it's going to update. That should. So here you're going to put the date. So you see it has picked up the date I put up there. Really clever thing. And it's now doing a countdown to this time. Actually, the time is probably not right. So you just update that. Time. Countdown is, I said there was 11, right? Okay. In Melbourne, Sydney time. Okay, cool. So then here, let's go down about the host. So that's where I can, so you can, change that. For example, let's say I will be presenting that webinar, and I would have a little video here. And pick funnel training. I'm choosing that video. Preview video. Okay. So now, for example, if I save the change and preview that, so you can see, actually I would quite like my image at the back. I just need to change the top color, and then got the countdown, and then about the host, and if people click on that, they have my video. Okay, that I've just put. So I'm gonna write something. We can have a special guest and then just add a picture and a little blah blah about. But if you don't want that, you can just get rid of that section. Okay, so you don't have to, have everything. Oh, what am I doing? You don't have to have everything. If you don't want that part, just go here, host information, and hide it. Divider, then after you have more things. What do we have? Testimonial. So if you don't want to have the testimonial, probably won't have the testimonial at that stage because I have to find them. But to start with, I'm probably gonna not have it. No, so I'm probably not gonna show the testimonial at this stage. And don't miss this exclusive training. And then you got register again. So that's the form to register for the webinar again. So as they scroll, they don't have to scroll back up to put their details. They can just read the rest of the page and put their details in again. So I'm just gonna add the fields here as well. Want the name first and phone. There you go, and then I can change the color of the button, I can change everything. I will change this to put 2016. That's gonna be our page, our first page. Okay, so what else you will do is action. So once people have put their details in, we need to tell the page what to do. So you could have a pop-up alert message. So we just open a message and you can just write something like, thank you for registering. Check your email. You will receive an email with the detail of the webinar shortly. And then you would have your autoresponder who would take over and you would send an email to all these people with the detail of the webinar. Or you could take those people to your website and create a page on your website where you would have the details of the webinar. As I want to do a Zoom webinar at this stage, I would just have a page and on my website with the saying thank you for registering and here's the link you need to hop on to watch the webinar. Or you could create a second page to that funnel and point people towards that page. So that's probably what we're going to do here. So go to a funnel page. Okay, so that's first page is finished. So you see that can be really quick to do. It's not complicated. Okay, I will make it look pretty after, but you get the idea. Okay, so this was our first page. So let's create the second page where people will get the details of the webinar. Let's create a thank you page. And let's see what we've got in templates. So you could have, let's use this one, webinar thank you simple. Let's keep things simple. Okay, so same here. You can just get rid of some part of the logo or the logo, do whatever you want. And then thank you for registering. An email will be sent to you shortly with your webinar details and personal link. And you can just have a quick video here to just say thank you to people and whatever you want to say to them. Webinar detail. Here's the next step. Click here to continue. I don't think we need that. That's just probably if you want to have an upsell of some sorts. So I will hide this. Just gonna keep that. I just want to change the date. It says 2014 here. Let's just try to be a little bit more on the ball. So here, same thing. I can just display a video. Obviously, I wouldn't have the same video than the first page, but it's just to show you. You have to upload your own video. If you don't want to show the video, you can just take it away. Okay, and you just leave it to that. I think I will have a video because we know video are the best. Save change and preview, and people will get to that page and then just click the web and just get that video. I'm going to close that preview. So these are my 2 pages now. Okay, so we've got the WC webinar registration and the WC webinar thank you. So what I want to do now, I'm going to copy my link here because I want to make sure that my first page linked towards that second page. So here if I go to the form, so now action, go to funnel, to funnel page, and now I've got my thank you page here. Okay, so I didn't have to copy the URL, it's already there. And I'm going to go to the other form down the bottom and do the same thing. Go to funnel page, thank you page, save change. Okay, so I am going to now publish my change. Let's say I'm done. I've done all the changes I wanted to do. I've customized all the color. I'm all happy with my work. So I'm going to publish. I'm going to close the editor. Okay, so here's now my variation. So variation 1. So from the same funnel, you could have different variations. I mean, you could just add a new one and redo these pages a little bit differently if you wanted to have different look, for example, of the same funnel. So we need to publish this page first. Publish changed. So now that I've published both my pages, it says there, I can start my variation. Okay, it will say down here it's done, and then publish my channel. I'm going to test this now. So the link is here. So this is the link you're going to share with people so they can register for your webinar. It's going to take me to that page. So people will get there and they will get test funnel. What address can I put in? That's gonna, I think if I put my normal email, it's not gonna register. Okay, let's put a dummy one. So test funnel at MSP at funnel.com. 4457 blah blah blah. Okay, register now. Cool. It took me to my thank you page. Okay, so now I've got the details again. It tells me that I'm going to receive an email. So I mean, you need to set up your autoresponder to send that email with the link or with the information of the webinar. So you see, I've received an email telling me that I've got a new lead. So it tells me that everything is working fine. Actually, let's have a look at the email that I've received. Okay, so test funnel. So that's my autoresponder. So it's telling me that test funnel has signed up. So basically, that's a new subscriber to my list. And my CRM is also sending me an email telling me that I've got a new lead, and it's coming from Funnelizer. So now, if I go to my MLSP website, if I go to my CRM, under my prospect, my CRM, I will now see a new lead coming through here called test funnel. Okay, so it's here. And then if I go, and you see I've labeled it an MLSP lead. So if I also go to my autoresponder, if you do have one, so I use Aweber. See, test funnel, it's here as well. Subscribe, so that means next time I send an email, this person will receive it. So if you are using Aweber, I would suggest maybe that you create a special list, so you can email just the people for the webinar. If you are using MLSP default autoresponder, then you can go into your customer relation manager and email your lead straight from your CRM. And you can see here, just choose maybe no template and just write a little, put your webinar details and send that to your prospect. And then once it's the day of the webinar, I will send them reminders. So I hope this was useful and will help you get started with webinar and build your list using webinars. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.